Whether you're walking, running, skating, or driving, friction is playing an important role in helping you move from place to place. I'm Tiffany, and in this experiment, we'll learn about the power of friction. For this experiment, you will need a large stack of sticky notes. You can also use 2 equal-sized books, notebooks, or thick magazines. First, make 2 stacks with 10 sticky notes each. Then make 2 stacks with 25 sticky notes each. With your stack of 10 sticky notes, interleave each of the sticky notes. Do the same with your stack of 25. Next, pinching the ends of the interleaved sticky notes, try to pull the sticky notes apart. What did you notice when you tried to pull apart the stack of 10 sticky notes versus the stack of 25? You can also try this with fewer or more sticky notes. You'll have noticed that the sticky notes didn't actually come apart easily. In fact, the stack with more sticky notes was even harder to pull apart than the smaller stack. This is all due to the force of friction. Friction is the force that resists the motion of a surface in contact with another surface. For example, when we put our foot out on the floor while we walk, we apply a force going forward, and there is a friction force from the floor on our foot pushing back. Without this friction force, our foot would just continue to slide forward. Different surfaces display different degrees of friction. Surfaces like ice have low friction, so we are able to glide easily, whereas surfaces like a concrete sidewalk have high friction, which is why we don't slide about. The strength of the friction force is dependent on the normal force. The normal force is the upward force applied on an object by a surface that it's sitting on. It prevents the object from falling through the surface. This normal force is equal to the force of gravity acting on the object, which is also known as the weight of the object, as well as any other additional downward forces applied to the object. The greater the normal force of the object, the greater the friction will be between the object and the surface it's sitting on, which means it will require more force to push or pull the object around. When we pull on our sticky notes, there is a tension that's applied. This tension can be broken down into a horizontal force pulling outward and a downward or upward force. The more stickies you have, the more downward and upward forces you apply, squishing the sticky notes together. This means that there is a stronger normal force and stronger force of friction. Other than for walking and skating, friction is an important consideration when we think about the design of car tires. With dry road conditions, a smooth tire is actually best because it provides the most surface area to grip the road and provide more friction. This is why you may see smooth tires on race cars. However, when the roads are wet, water on the tire reduces the amount of friction, making it slippery and dangerous to drive. This is why car tires have tread. There are grooves in the pattern of the tire that water can enter so that the tire can make contact with the road. In summary, we learned that 1. Friction is the force that resists the motion between 2 surfaces in contact. 2. The strength of the friction force is dependent on the normal force, which is equal to the weight of the object and any additional downward forces applied. And 3. Friction prevents us from slipping when walking or driving. Thanks for watching. Try this experiment out at home and make sure to tag Pueblo Science with your results. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for more fun science content. Lastly, comment down below what you would like us to cover next.